Is this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick it. Everything is going down. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, Roy.
What it do? What it do? What it do? What's up with you, Miss Christina? What's up? Your mic is muted. Look at your mic muted. I'm up here saying, what's up, Christina?
See, I wasn't even muted at first. I was up then, see?
They probably said, yeah, all right. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. I'm Roy Anthony. My co-star, Miss Christina Carter. We call her Miss Uniqueness. And my man Big Hank will be coming in a minute. We part of the Woe Entertainment platform that was created and produced by Richie King, a.k.a. Redneck Pimp. The co-creator, his name is Goose. Then we have the executive producers that keep everything running along with their own personal lives, and that's Miss Blue Phoenix and my man Athens. And we have numerous of different hosts. They like to give a try. A lot of people don't understand is that these projects sometimes is a little tedious. That's why consistency plays a big factor when we having a podcast. If y'all notice, sometimes we're off point sometimes. And that's right, King Mo. You can put that in the regular comments. He's always going in the back. Only us and me and Mitch Uniqueness see what she be saying, but he say invited a couple of people. It's all good. I seen a lady named Kimberly Wilkins in the back. And today's subject, which was created by Miss Christina, you want to read it out to us?
Okay, today's subject is how important are you to the person that's important to you?
And I had to read that about 5 or 6 times. And I start getting the understanding, because sometimes it almost sounds like it's not, you're wondering if it's 50-50. If you have to question, like a relationship, if a relationship is 70-30, 60-40, or, because you can tell if it's 50-50,
Right.
when if it ain't 50-50 or if it is 50-50,
Right.
there's certain things that you probably do for others. And then when it comes upon you, you find that they don't have your back the same way you would have theirs. Is that where you was aiming with this, Miss Uniqueness?
Pretty much, yeah.
What made you come up with this subject? Talk with me.
So the thing about it is, I talk to a lot of people. I've been to a lot of people, and you have to realize a guy named Craig Harris. He's like a very motivational person, and he just talks about the real stuff, real life situations. And so when it came up is how important are you to the person that's important to you? Are you in it, to help somebody, or does it becomes a needy factor? Like, can you base your life on helping somebody genuinely, or are they gonna do the same thing for you? If I scratch your back, are you gonna scratch mine? That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But see, I look at it like this. Sometimes I found myself getting the short end of the stick. But if God pushed it in my heart to do something, I don't really look for no return. Now, there was a time, I'm going to use an example. There was a homie that he had to get to work. His car broke down. He called me. I was like, all right, I didn't have to work. I got up. Joe went and picked him up, dropped him to his job. And he said when his girl got off, she would pick him up. Okay.
Mhm.
about 2 or 3 months later, the same type of scenario happened to me. And when I called him, he's like, "Oh man, I don't even have enough gas and all this stuff, right?" And
Right.
for a second, I got a little bit ticked because I'm looking at it like, "Wow, I did this for you, but you did that for me." But that's the point right there. It should never be that I'm expecting it in return. Whenever
Right.
you do anything, that's where I'm at in my life. I do it where, you know, hey, good for you. It's like someone will steal from me.
True. True.
I heard somebody steal, they stole a couple of $100, just literally stole it and stuff. Well, you know what I said?
Yeah.
You better let that last because you can't get a dime from me
Right.
again for nothing. I don't care if you need exhaustion. But see, we always say, and I want to say something about this guy that you brought up. You say he's a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Everybody can sing a positive tune until something strikes them.
Exactly.
I used to say, Lord, or I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you. One time I was so bold. I'm like, yeah, God has my back. Devil, bring it, right? I don't
Hmm.
care what he bring. Woo, he's a shrewd customer because guess what? Attacks was coming left and right. Your family, a stranger can't get on my nerves. My kids, family members who's on the outside looking in on telling you how you should do this and do that with your kids, and you look at their kids and like, wow, you know, um, some people's good. They can talk a good game and get you hyped up. That's what churches do to some of them. Get them hyped up so they can have the third offering. I ain't saying all churches are like that. I'm just saying is when a person, because I can't agree with a subject that says I'm expecting them to treat me the same way. The word tells us to treat our neighbors the way we would want to be treated. It never told us to treat somebody in hopes that they're going to treat you back. Hey, CEO, Richard King and Shelley says CEO.
Hello.
That's Native American for hello.
Hey.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And like I told a lot of other people, anybody can read a book. Anybody can read a book. But if you
Mm.
haven't been through, it's different than actually living the life than just reading it out of a book. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Psychologists get some of them get degrees by what they read. Some people don't even they have a lavish life. They don't experience anything. They don't go through nothing. So the point of the matter is like you have to sit back and realize you going all in for everybody all day, every day. Those people that you're going in for on a daily basis, putting yourself on the back burner, would they do that for you? If you jump a bridge, cross a bridge for one person, would they cross a puddle for you? You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's where there's a saying we used to say in the streets called, we would say, don't cut your nose off to spite your face.
Right, that makes
See,
sense.
sometimes some people don't know how to say no. Now, that should be a subject. Is it hard for you to say no? If you have a moral standpoint and you say, okay, I can't do this, because I'm known for saying, I feel for you, but I can't reach you. That's a saying of mine.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like that because you can't expect the you out of everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but that's the thing. You said that this guy was like, because the subject is saying, are you, is this person important to you as you are to them?
I was just saying that in a sense, meaning that, like, okay, so if you sit here and you be there for a strong person can need help too, right? A strong person gets weak too. They need somebody to go to the vent to as well. But if you are the only one doing it on this side and nobody's there to do it for you, then what? You see what I'm saying?
But would you think that a motivational speaker is probably trying to?
No,
Like,
he's not a licensed motivational speaker. He's just a person that gets on and encourage people based on his life. What
oh yeah,
he's
and now
he's one
that's
of
what.
those people.
Yeah,
Now
now
I
I'm.
plan on being a motivational speaker,
Well,
but
you
my,
are.
my thing about being a motivational speaker, I've been down through there. It ain't nothing that I read. I can write the book. I
Well,
be the author of the book. You see what I'm saying?
and I'm with you on that. You just hit up on something that I was just about to ask. Was this guy basing it off of characters of his life, or you just trying to say encouraging words? And now I've got a different aspect of the brother.
Yeah, so it's like
So,
people. It needs to be more people out here in the world that actually been through some stuff that
but
can.
see, some people are. They just ain't boisterous like you and I are.
Well, yeah, that's true. You
Some
know,
people is in a shell.
and that's our purpose because we're not here for ourselves. We got to get out of our ways. Some people are stuck in their ways. They have stuff that could very well bring people out of situations. But then there's some people that you're there to help, and then there's the same people that you think you're helping. They on the other side hurting you.
Yeah.
You see what
You,
I'm
you
saying?
see, yep. You see what? And I like what Richard King said. He said the only person you can trust is the person looking back at you in the mirror every morning, then build from there.
That's true.
Okay. First, you have to trust yourself.
That's
Now,
true.
I'm not gonna. Let's say, for instance, I'm telling you, I'm a person like this. A dear friend of mine. Well, I couldn't be. He was. We used to be cool, but it was a situation that occurred. And it was exactly to this point. One time we both was hungry. I had $5. God's my witness. It was a 2 day before I got paid. I was off of work. I had $5. My man said he was hungry. He didn't have a dime, so I bought us two cheeseburgers from McDonald's and a bag of chips from the grocery store, and then bought us some singles to deal with the stress. So you understand what I'm saying? A couple of days later, we was walking down the sidewalk, and there was a $20 bill on the ground.
Hmm.
And I went down to pick it up, and the homie pushed me to the side so he can get it. And I told him right there, I said, man, that ended our contract, because if I was split my five with you, I'm gonna split this dub with you. But yet,
But would he have done that for you though?
but
That's
then
what I'm
this
saying.
the kicker. I had a 20 in my pocket. I had been pulling out to pull my lighter out, and my 20 had came out. So it was my 20 that I thought I found on the ground.
Hmm. Like a personal lie, like oh,
Well, it's
I know
obviously he wasn't gonna look out for me like that.
right, and that's the whole point. I'm just trying to see like how important the people that you value your time with on a daily basis. You go across the waters for on a daily basis. Have you ever sat there and thought, will these people ever do this for you? Knowing that, I mean, most people purpose in life is to help people and to serve people, but at the same time there are other people that are in here for a whole nother role, is to devour you, to keep you down. So when are you going to realize at some point that the person that you've been there for all this time would never really be there for you?
But see, I look at it like this. I don't mind, because I never have tried to help somebody in thinking of return if they was going to try to help me back. When my man Big Hanks back came in finally, and so did I bring him in? I thought I brought him in. What's up with you, Big Hank?
What's
Hey,
up?
hey, hey, what's going on, Roy?
I
You got
miss
man?
What's
I
up,
miss you,
Christina?
Big Hank.
I know I missed y'all too, man. Missed
Yeah,
y'all too.
yeah. I flew in this morning. That's why I just had got in about an hour before the show. Um, was was up at some spots called West Jefferson, North Carolina, man. Look, I was the only black up in there, but I was treated like it was cool, right? But I walked into the store. I like it not. People who were shopping and the register people, they all did like this. Not only is he a black man, this is a dark black man up in there, but I didn't come in there look like Drake. And hey man, look here, man. I up a mountain and everything. But you know what? I found myself. Christina got a subject today. You want to say it one more time for him?
The subject for today is how important are you to the person that's important to you?
How important are you to the person that's important to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told her it sounds like, which we kind of into agreement, like it's like that Teddy Pendergrass song, not 70-30, not 60-40, but 50-50, right? So
Yeah,
her the thing what we was discussing is like you done did something for somebody, but what they do back for you in return.
okay.
And I was just stating to right now to the audience and responding to Christina that usually when I do something for someone, I ain't looking for it in
Right.
return,
That's
but I'm
true.
Right,
gonna do it in my capabilities because I'm not gonna cut my nose off to spite my face.
right,
If that makes sense.
It makes a
right.
lot of sense. It's just the whole thing about it is when are you going to put self first? Like you put everybody else before you, and now you drain. Now who gonna give you that energy that you didn't put out on everybody?
God, God,
Right,
because
right,
there's been some times I was on them streets on Skid Row for like 3 weeks, and I was like, it ain't nobody I can call for help. Only one I could call was God. I'm in the murk.
Right, and I mean, it's like I have to. I only did this thing just to try to motivate myself because I find myself in dark places, Because Mr. King said he'll help anyone as long as he got it. That's me. But then there's people out there that know that you will give them your last, and they'll keep leeching and they'll keep dragging, they'll keep pulling and giant. And the problem is, people like me don't know how to say no.
And that's what I just
That's
said
that's
earlier. I
that's,
said, there's
that's the
people.
thing.
Look
There
here.
are
M-
people.
My mother just went through that. My cousin, I got a trifling cousin. She, both her parents, my auntie and uncle, deceased, and they left her with $4 million in 2015. My uncle had told me, said, "There's a will to be read." She never read no will. We didn't press the issue like some families probably would press the issues. Didn't press the issue. So all of a sudden, she done spent. So it was a rumor through the family. And I'm just getting to this point. It was a rumor through the family that she was using the money to get cosmetic effects on herself. Right? I hadn't seen her for like I hadn't seen her since the 2015 when my auntie finally passed, and which I couldn't understand why she passed. My auntie, that's a whole different subject, but she got $4 million. My uncle had two big old houses built outside of the Legends, so anybody knows that area. Had a big old church and a woman's name, and left him. He told me that he's worth like 4 million. So it was a rumor through the family that she was using all this money and starting a little business. Let's do something, family. Hey, family, here's 200,000 for y'all. Nothing, right? I'm not gonna beseech her like that. Plus, I couldn't know where she was at. Found out just a couple of weeks ago because she came over for Christmas in a raggedy car. She barely big old titties. This woman done spent about $1 million on titties. I, so now she done exhausted her money because the word of God said food and their money will soon depart. What I'm getting upset is that my mother's 75 and she'll call my mother to take her to the clinic and stuff like that. But when she needs, so I said, when I'm telling my mother, so she called my mother the other day. She said, yeah, she's asking me to take her somewhere. I tell her, no, I can't do that. What you mean you can't do it? Well, who's your son? Me and my brother, we your sons. You're the only kids you got. Let me talk to her. See, every time somebody don't want to say no, they say, well, Roy, let Roy say, hey, man, they can't do it. Bam, there it is.
Yeah, Yeah.
Now, like
'Cause-
somebody said on Roy, helping a person that's ungrateful will soon come to an end. Yes, it sure will.
That's me.
Oh, that was you put that in there where it hits
now,
everybody.
now listen, the only thing I would say about the are you important is it should be the question should be are you as important to the person that's important to you, but are you as important to them as they are to you?
Because
That's
that's
what.
right, because it'll make it a one-way street. A lot of people will be there until your help runs out. You see what I'm saying? They'll know you're there to help them out of everything that you got in you. You see what I'm saying? But then the point of this, you forgetting about you. You're just
Right,
as important as you are. You making yourself available to everybody. You know,
Well, you know, we used to say some people will ride till the wheels fall off. If you don't put that person say, hey, because see then because I grew up with a saying my grandmother and them used to say, fool me once, shame on me.
right.
Fool me twice, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Because guess what? If you giving your last and they knowing it, but when they have theirs, because I've been through that where I've gave to somebody and stuff, and then when it came down to me, it was
Yeah.
like, hey, bro, I can't help you. You can beat yourself in the head, man. I did it for you, but I got too much pride. I just say, okay, I chalk it up. They won't get nothing from me because if God is for me, who can be against me?
that's
That's shame on them.
Right.
Because I cannot help somebody because the word tells me, now I'm a heathen, so I'm always trying to better myself. So I try to parallel myself with the word because it helps me.
Right.
And it said to treat others the way you will want to be treated.
Right.
I can't treat that person and hope, let me see what their money's like before I loan them this or that. If they hungry,
You forgot the other part of it though.
said Big Hank.
Until they treat you different, and then you treat them like they treat you.
Exactly.
Right. That's how the saying go, man. I'm gonna start off treating you like I want to be treated until you treat me different. Then,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna treat you like you treated me.
That part.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody keeps mistreating me, then that's on me now, Christina.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's and I'm a victim of that. I it's on me because I constantly do it. I constantly put everybody else before me. And then I'm gonna tell you one thing that happened just the other day. Okay, so I was just calling my people. Everybody knows I was going through a tough time or whatever. I'm in between blessings or whatever the situation may be. So for the hell of it, I just called to check on my people because I normally would do it every day. But I shut down and I was like, I ain't calling nobody that don't call me. That's how I started being.
Yeah.
So I just looked up and called a couple people, and before I even said, "Hey, how you doing?" the first thing came out of their mouth was, "Girl, I just had to pay all these bills." Like I was asking for some money. Like I
That's
could,
that guilt.
they
That
can
guilt.
always be broke, but I can never be broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never broke. I'm not gonna say I'm broke. I'm just like I said, in between blessings. But
Yeah.
the reason why, if I had not been given to people when my cup is half full, damn near empty,
Yeah.
and running up, I would have been able to be more at a better place than I am
Yeah.
now.
May I say something, Christina?
You can.
You're never in between blessings. The thing is that a bigger blessing is coming because we're blessed to wake up this morning.
It's true.
We
It's true.
blessed to breathe, have our organs. It seems like you walk really well and your arms is there. You feel what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
sometimes we gotta go through a test because God said, "Let no man stress you."
That's true.
Because if anything, you better just pray for them. You say, "I'm gonna pray for you get out this predicament because Lord knows I
Yeah.
can't help you. You need to
Yeah.
go to the one who got the whole world in His hands." I'm going because if I want something from you, let me give you Miss Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Big Hank is working with Chemo. We got the comedy show, so I came to Big Hank and made him the offer. flying them and everything. If he would have said, hey man, well, I'm gonna need this and need that and need this, then I'll be thinking myself, well, when you put a comedy show up, I'm gonna be wanting this and that and this and that. But that's not how you understand what I'm saying? He knows my heart. And I don't mind working with Big. I'm glad to have a show where we can work this out of our what we call our natural inhabitants. Let other people,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to. But if you constantly do it, it's just like, okay, my baby girl, everybody knows that my 13-year-old, ever since that's my sugar mom. She got me spoiled around her finger.
She's supposed to.
That's my baby girl.
Yeah.
But she'll tell you though, if there's something, I'm not gonna let her misuse that. Now she'll say, Daddy, can I get booby booby? And I'm like, what's some grades looking like? Because fair exchange ain't no robbery.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm teaching her mutualness. But a grown person who can get out there, look here, man. What do I say? I give change out to someone begging. I couldn't do it yesterday. I was in North Carolina. They got McDonald's offering $16 an hour. Talking about all shifts. But this dude got a little sign begging for change in this community. It was all white folks, right? Black dude. And I'm thinking to myself, man, you don't even have to look. We'll see a lot of them in LA. This dude was by himself, all you had to do was go in there. The people was even saying they can just come in there. We don't even care. Walmart will hire you. You got to be almost crippled and crazy to work for there. They don't hire just straight decent people. They will go up there, one dude talking to me and eyes looking so far to the right that I kept looking over that way, but his other eye was looking straight at me.
Yeah.
Now what am I gonna do? Keep giving them some change? Remember that dude, Big Hank, that had the Dodgers Cup down there in downtown? He used to be begging money all the time, and then the news reporters followed him, and he got in a Benz driving out to Moreno Valley. Every day he begging change.
Yeah.
Now, do we constantly keep giving change? Big Hank, do you give change to the people begging?
Yes. Yes.
All of them, or do you evaluate it?
Yes, I do that. I evaluate.
I do too.
My spirit gonna let me know what you about. My spirit gonna let me know. Yes, sir.
Because what would you feel every time I came around? You'd say, "Big Hank, let me get $5. Big Hank, let me get $5."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to cut me off, or I'm leashed. Now I'm leashed.
I'm gonna start dodging you. Oh, here this nigga come. Here come that nigga that want $5. Damn.
You gonna keep it 100?
Yeah.
And guess what, Christina? Your family could be your worst enemies.
That's true.
Because you share with them, you feel more of a Remember when Auntie and them, they warm you up with that shit. You ask my family, they'll tell you, boy, I'm ruthless. They be like, bro, you remember when? Don't start with that, man. I don't want to hear that nostalgic bullshit.
That's when you realize later on that you're not as important to them as they are to you.
Well, it's obvious after round 2.
I've always been that type of person though, and I realized that, but I still put that to the side. I don't hold grudges. I don't do none of those things because that's not in me. I'll be mad as hell for just a little while. But then I just come back and be the normal person because I am who I am. A snake gonna be a snake. It's gonna bite.
Period.
You
Right.
see what I'm saying? But because how you treat me, I'm not gonna change to match your energy because I'm still gonna be me.
But do you let
what it's accustomed to do?
But do you let the vapors of the situations you've been through, even if it's her family members, do them vapors drift off of somebody stranger? You feel me? See, sometimes we can, like, you just been dealing with some family members. Now all of a sudden you around some people who ain't family members, and you may be impatient and real short with them because you done had it out with your family members. That's my question. Do you ever have the vapors going off to somebody else that isn't part of that?
Sometimes, like me, like people, outside people care about you more. A lot of outside people care about me more than my own family members do. My my family members, most of them only vent to me when they need it. You see what I'm saying? They can't just call me to go somewhere and
Then
chill.
cut it off.
You
Look,
know,
See, God shuts one door and opens up other doors.
but now
People
my
say just, go ahead,
go
big
ahead,
guy.
go ahead. I was saying that if somebody really care about you, they not trying to put no burden on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That
that
not
part.
really.
that's
I'm
the
not
part
trying to
right
burden you. You know what I
Amen.
mean? I might, if I really care about you, I might go burden somebody else that I don't care about, so I can make sure that you don't be the one that
That's the part.
got.
Like, when do a person that's been doing it for so long will realize that? And that's where I'm trying to grow myself. That's the part right there that I'm working on.
Hey, look
Learning
what
to
Richard
say
King
no,
said.
letting go.
I'm gonna bring look what Richard King said. He said, I got a son always asks for 20 bucks. Can I get 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks, 20 bucks? No,
Him.
mofo, give me 20 bucks. Damn.
That's how I feel, and that's the test that I try to put on the next person. Not
Hey,
that I needed it at the time. I was just trying to see, like, if I could get it. Like, are they gonna be there for
let me
me if I need it?
and I'm gonna tell you something. My son surprised me. Big Hank knows my son. He's starting as cornerback in the senior season, Big Hank. But
Wow.
yeah, but when he was 15, I done picked the wrong. I was trying to move into an apartment by his school, and I ended up got the wrong apartment in Long Beach. Is particular about you stay in the district of where your child is close to, and I ended up getting an apartment by the school Big Ski's kids go to, Jordan, but he
Right.
was supposed to be going to Poly. So
Right.
we had to stay. I had to try to find an apartment on the fly because the school started. So I had to get a hotel close to the school until I got
Right.
this apartment because I done messed up. I didn't know
Right.
I done picked the wrong spot. Now, Polly was very, very particular about are you in the residence? They gave that one lady down south 5 years for messing up their address. So I had to stay in there. Big Hank, no, I'm gonna tell you, so my son asked because he worked his little part-time job. And I said, hey, you know what? I don't mind you doing that. Something else curriculum make you some money. I ain't gonna never knock a hustle. And I always tell my kids, they know I'm a grand hustler.
Oh, that's
And my son, man, this is the truth. Christina, I said I was paying by the week, and I was $120 short.
Wow.
And I said, Lord, what am I about to do? My baby and everything. Now he's 14. He comes in. He said, Dad, I had a good night. They were selling magazine things, right? Prescriptions.
Mhm.
That boy came in and pulled out $275. He said, you need some money?
right. That
Hey,
part.
I said, son, I can't. It bothers me, but I need $125. I really need 150. I get some gas. He said, Dad, you got that. You need some more?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
tear came to my eye
Yeah. That was a
because
beautiful
of the
thing.
fact. You feel what I'm saying? Now, look,
Beautiful.
Christina, he did that for me.
Mm-mm.
Now, I didn't get mad at him that he asked me, can he go? Can I buy him something to eat? And he does because he spent all this money on some tennis shoes. that was a
Right.
that was another thing, But anyway, if someone is once or twice and you call them and they tell you, "Oh, girl, whoo, you called me right when I got through paying all these bills and everything." They setting up the chapter of, "I know I owe you some money, but let me put this narrative." That person should be cut off. I don't care if they family, friends, and you cut that off because they felt guilty in the first place. If anything, it should have been said, "Hey, fam, I haven't forgot about you." They should give you a call.
Mm.
"Hey, fam, I was thinking about you. Hey, when I get the chance, I want to, give you a dime, give you some money, give you something else." If a person ain't saying nothing, they be like, "Man, look." people they want you to be miserable. If you leave it up to some people.
Right. So I just feel like it comes to a point now where I'm gonna start just cutting people off to test them to see like are they really there for me or they not.
Well,
You know.
don't put no test because the thing is, you just live. You need to live for you. And if ever nobody's coming in on a positive tip like your brother did yesterday, you feel me? I ain't bringing out new, but family members, a real family member is gonna call to see how you doing.
Right.
Big Hank is a big inspiration, and when I don't see him on the show, because he's like my security blanket. I'm gonna be real with you. When I know he's agreeing with me, when he nods his head, if he don't agree with me, he be like, so hold up. That's what he gonna do.
Right.
I don't care how someone looks at us. Oh, them thugs talking about Jesus. Yeah, we'll be the ones sitting there at the throne, looking at you trying to get it. Hey,
Yes,
Big Hank,
sir.
remember they was laughing at us? Look at them
Yes,
arguing
sir.
with the Hank.
Yeah.
Look at him arguing with Peter.
Yeah, stuck at the gate. Look at him stuck at the gate trying to get
Because he
His
wants us to
voice
be
is still
real hearted.
big.
Look, I thought I had to get myself right for God. Did you hear
No.
what I said?
Yeah, no.
I
The
thought
other
I
way.
had to get myself right for God.
No. He gonna straighten you out. You ain't gotta do it. He gonna straighten you out.
But it took me a minute though, because
Yes,
the
sir.
thuggery got my mind so wrapped that
Yes, sir.
Lord, all the stuff that I done did. I'm telling you, people think I'm playing. They be laughing at me. I actually thought that I would be like when Eddie Murphy played the vampire in Brooklyn, and when he walked into the church, they God damn, and his head caught on fire.
Yeah.
He said, "We're gonna have service outside." Then I go in there, and the spirits start moving. I'm not a cat who likes to cry in front of people.
Yes,
So
sir.
when I start getting that feeling, I sit in the back because I gotta get this is getting too deep for me. Am I being honest, Big Hank?
Yes, sir.
Now, Big
Yes,
Hank
sir.
had to go through that transition. He can laugh because I'm at the pews. I'm still back in the pews. When I see Big Hank, I expect him to be sitting up there, the mainstay.
Yeah.
He by the stairs, sitting up there by the pulpit. And
Yes,
guess
sir.
what? He's 100. I don't care if someone say, "Oh, y'all drink." He only drinks wine. You know,
Yeah.
we I smoke. I don't take no medicine. I loved your comedy thing. I want to tell you this, Big Hank. I laugh. Let me tell you something. He said, doctor tried to say that he had high blood pressure. Big Hank said, you a lie.
Yeah, nigga, you a lie, nigga, cause my blood pressure don't do nothing without me. Shit. Nigga, we get high together. We
Oh
ain't,
my
yeah.
God, man. Man, he had me laughing so hard.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Was because it was so keeping it 100. See, what people, and I don't like this, is that some people think their problems are more worse than yours. God only puts on you what you can bear. And Christina, I'm talking to you on this one.
Yeah.
You think they're your family because your auntie and your mama and them are sisters, or they're married and uncle. That mean a damn thing. The word of God say two will be laying in the bed and one will be taken and one be left. Somebody's heart ain't right. Many are called, but only a few are chosen.
Yes, sir.
I never say, "Oh, they faking God." You, if you knew my testimony and knew Hank's testimony, guess what? The last thing you'll be concerned with is me smoking weed or drinking. That'd be the last concern. If
Last.
you met me when they were calling me Chaos, they used to be my nickname.
Yeah.
Killer Clown, chilling hard all over suckers. KC, hey, you can check it out. I brought
Yeah.
look. I couldn't go into a club unless because I had a fantasy of always being in brawls. I would get kicked out of the clubs because fight is on. I just want to get some drinks on to get fight. I didn't care if I had a busted eye or none of that. Ask
Yeah.
30 and all them because my mind was ignorant. I didn't like myself.
Right.
But I would give. I would have problems with homies in the streets. Oh, I would invest in crookedness quickly.
Yeah,
But
you like me, nigga. I used to run to the bad shit. Wherever the bad shit was happening, nigga, I
that,
was right there. Let's go.
you feel me? And
Yes,
it's a
sir.
shame when all of a sudden my kids see me shirt. I'm like, good God, I got bullet holes in my back. I got stab wounds. And I say to myself, it can nothing but be God. I should be dead.
Yes,
But he
sir.
didn't make it dead. So don't be concerned. Let me tell you what God did for me. He took me from that murk and everything because everything I did out there in the streets, I was sober. I partied once I got my steam down. You understand me? I was the worst person to meet when I was sober.
Yeah.
But God made a change. And then I get around people that I can have a drink with and smoke and hear their testimony and find that I'm not alone in this.
Yes, sir.
And if a
Yes.
person like that, I don't care if it's family members or nothing. Back in the days, the dope gang, they didn't care. I didn't run dope. I always did the weed game. I promised God I would never sling yayo, but some other people did. It's never affected me if they did or not. I still roll with them.
Yeah.
PlayStation in the Cadillac Escalades and all that. I did all of that.
Yeah.
Um, I see Miss Moore in the back. I want to bring Miss Moore in. She knows she about to light the fire. Y'all get your extinguisher out because she about to bring that
Um.
100% fire. Don't
Um.
hold up here, we bring it on. What's up with you, Miss Moore?
Unmute your mic, Miss Moore.
Unmute your mic, Miss Moore. I brought you in for a quick minute. Uh-oh, you hit it again by accident. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic. You accident. There you go.
Okay. All right. I'm off now. All right.
Yes.
That's right. I'm coming in for just a hot second.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
this going to be quick, short. I'm going to hit you and run. That's what I'm going
Hi,
to do.
Miss
Okay.
Moore. Hi, Miss Moore.
Hey, y'all. What's
All
shaking?
right.
What it
All
do?
right.
What it do? You been
You
missed.
already know.
You been
Roy.
missed.
Yeah.
Uncle
Roy Anthony.
Roy. You sure was missed. Uncle Roy and Uncle Hank. Y'all was missed last week, but we just held it down. We do what we do. But
That's right.
anyway, on this topic that y'all talking about, let me tell you something. The only friend you need and the only somebody need to be in your corner and you worry about is Jesus. All them other folks, kick them to the curb. When they ain't got
Jesus.
time for you, when you know that you done all you can do, see, cause if the dog bites you one time, it's the dog fault. But if that same dog bites you again, just say ouch. Cause you know that same dog, he bit you last week. So he ain't
Yeah.
come back and you gonna go back around that dog. And you know he around that corner. You gonna go
Mm.
around there anyway. He on the chain. Okay, he finna break that chain cause he see what? That's that same meat I got last week. She
Yes,
wants some
sir.
more. Bam. And here he come. So don't worry about family. The word says, God said this, I'll be a mother, a brother, a sister, or uncle, whatever you need to be, I'll be all that and then some. If you got that, you don't owe the world nothing. Nothing. You may owe the world, but it's okay. I mean, I know it hurts, but just say ouch. Because that's why right now, my family I got, bunch of them, they don't call me till they need some TT. What's up? I've gotten to the point. Guess what? They ain't called me for now. I'm gonna hit the delete button. I ain't answer. They'll leave a message. Call me when you get this message. Okay. I got the message. Did I call? Nope. Am I gonna call? Nope. For the simple fact, you can only ride on this highway for so long. After a while, they got to do what? Repair this road because it got holes in it. So don't let them ride on you. Get them off you. Let somebody else ride good. Them 18 wheelers they rolling across you, they're gonna put a hole in you. Just like when you getting it in, you hit that wrong spot. Ow! Wait, that's the wrong spot. Get out of there. Same way with family. Get them out of there. They ain't got no business back there. Like, that's backside. You got a business back there. Come on back up here. In that order. So hold your head up and smile like you doing now. And all them that you don't help go across the bridge, the word says they may not be an enemy, but he'll bring them back and he'll make them a footstool. They have to come back to you. So don't worry about it. You ain't got to worry about I did this, I did that. Did you do it from your heart or you did it so you can get something behind it later on? Whatever you do,
That
you
part.
just do it and keep going. Act like you ain't even did nothing. You ain't got to, because see, God knows what you're doing. And only what you're doing for God is going to last anyway. So
Anyway.
niggas come a dime a dozen. Family, they here today, they dead tomorrow. If they ain't, they done moved on to somebody else. So feed them pork chop, pinto beans, little piece of cornbread, let them get on down. That's all you got to do with them. Not even worry about them. So keep smiling and let them folks be them folks. Guess what? You got a whole new mama now. I ain't going nowhere. I'll be right here. I don't care. Sick or well. Call me. Here I come. I'll be dragging, but I'm coming. So just
Yes,
know
ma'am.
that. Keep going, baby. Just keep going. You ain't got to stop. Bless somebody else. Be a blessing to somebody else. Because you got something to give and you give from your heart. But see, everybody don't want your heart. Everybody, some of them want your cookie, some of them want your money. Don't give up
Mrs.
the
Now,
Moore.
you
cookies
know,
and the
Miss,
money.
hey,
Don't do
Did
it.
Miss Moore say she gonna be drinking, but she gonna be coming?
No, I didn't. Nope,
Yes,
nope,
Okay.
nope, nope, nope,
you
nope, nope.
know, hey, I want to
Oh
say this
no.
too.
Okay.
A
Oh
lot of
no.
people
I
take,
said sick or well, sick or well. Sick
you know,
or
I
well.
just got a response. A lot of people looks at the stuff that I do, and I just, like something I said, and I tell some people last week, I never measure people up about a Confederate flag or anything like that. I treat everybody the way I would want to be treated. But I
Right.
said if a person came to me like a violent way, whatever, then I would cover them with their flag. It's not like I'm saying purposely, oh, I will do that because I got love for everybody. But I
Everybody.
got a response because of me having this podcast of open discussions from the blacks, right? And it's not just blacks, because we've had white guests, we have white hosts that they participate, and I use it for 1 hour out of the day for myself.
Yeah.
And I gotta take care of something right quick. I'm gonna have to let y'all when you close down, Miss Christina, at the end of the show. Miss Moore, it's good seeing you. Big Hank, I will talk to you later,
It's
bro.
always.
And so
It's
love you very
always.
much. And I will
Love
talk to
y'all.
y'all later.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, Moore.
Be safe out there. All right, all right. But y'all just know I love y'all. I don't have long on lunch break. Or I have to get back and go do what I got to do. So I just want to pop in and I want you to know, keep smiling, hold your head up, or whatever it is that God has for you to do, that's what you got to do. And when you feel bad or sad because you couldn't help somebody, that wasn't your assignment. That wasn't for you to do. That's
Yeah.
somebody else's job. You can't do it all. You can't save the world. Listen to me because I wore those shoes. Everybody wanted something. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. I ran so much. But when I got down for them 6 weeks, I knew who was there for me. I knew who I could call. And it was snow on the ground, but they never stopped. So, God put people in your place in your life for a reason, even if it's just for a season. But enjoy that season. When the season is over, hey, throw your hands up. Thank you. We holler. Lesson learned. So now you can take that lesson and you can see him coming down the pipe. Oh, here come Henry. Uh-oh. I know what he up to. Cut him off at the pad.
Right.
Cuz you got, yeah, I got it, cuz. But I ain't got it for you today, cuz. I'm gonna holler at you and keep it pushing. That's all you gotta do. They gonna call you this. Guess what? At the end of the day, on my birth certificate, this is what it say. So now you can't even spell that word. Then why you call me this? You can't even spell it. You know you dyslexic, illiterate, cuz in that order. Just like that. So y'all be blessed and know I love y'all. Peace out.
Love you too, man.
Peace
Gotta
out.
go.
Love you too,
Love you. All right.
Mother
All right.
Moore.
All right. Love y'all.
She
All right. All right.
she said the nigga was dyslexic.
Dub switches in the back, but I can't add him on because he hadn't connected his mic or camera. So if you can get your camera and your mic, well, and your mic to work, I'll be able to add you to the show. But I am finna snatch King Mo um on here to see what he got to say.
Wait a minute. I wasn't prepared for that part. That's why my camera was off.
Be ye ready, sir.
King
I
Mo, what it
mean,
do, baby?
what's going on with your big Hank? What's popping, baby?
Man, everything good, baby.
Man, you already know it. Trying to hold tight and keep it like you know how to travel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know you got
Always
it
looking
tight
to
out
the
there.
east, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, my thing is like I was saying earlier about the you part. The whole purpose of the topic was to speak on you. Have you forgot about you? When are you going to think about you? When are you going to put you first?
Yeah.
For your
When
own.
I guess you mean my answer would be when you decide when when the light just come on. I guess you know what I'm saying. I mean you got to know when you just tired of traveling through so many doors, but it's just that one door that you just keep walking past, which is your own door. And
Right.
once you figure out, hey, how many more times I'm gonna go past it because it's like that's the right decision, but hey, let me keep going here, let me keep going there. But you keep going around in circles, bumping your head, then hey, it's gonna come to you like, you know what, I gotta think about this first. Because the longer as you giving, the longer as you trying, or the longer as you doing what you want to do, to keep supplying others' need and not thinking about your own, then you still be finding yourself back in that same bubble. So once you balance both sides out, then you'll be able to distinguish between the two. So okay, hey, I see what I'm gonna run this race.
Well, that makes sense. True. I agree. I can't argue with that. I don't know. Everybody take things like people look at different things at different perspectives. So, you have to agree to disagree, a lot. And some of these topics, like, there's no right or wrong answer. It's a conversation. Everybody got their own views on certain situations. And most people responses are based on what they've been through or based on
Right.
what they've heard or what they have seen or witnessed somebody else go through.
And I look at it like when it come down to me, man, self preservation is is first. And that's just human nature. You know what I mean? I can't give you my last 10 and I ain't gonna have nothing. What I'm gonna do? You know what I mean? So you gotta love you, man. You gotta love you. Yeah.
Right. So that's why I just said, like, you got to make sure that the friendship that you build and so care so dear of, make sure it's not one sided. That homegirl that you been with for years, you later on wake up and realize that homegirl wasn't your homegirl. Because now she done turned around and got with a whole group of other girls that you later on find out wasn't your homegirl either. And they talk about you, about what you done did for them. They'll
Right.
talk bad about you, but they don't never mention what you did for them. And the
Right.
reason being is you don't talk about what you do for them because you do it out of the kindness of your heart. Not if you feel like you gonna go tell somebody, well, I did what I did for her. Don't do it for me.
Right.
I don't want to be nobody's charity case, and I don't want my kids and nobody else to be nobody's charity case. If you trying to
No.
do this just for like likes of somebody else or some type of accreditation just for doing for me, then you ain't doing it from the kindness of your heart. You just doing it. So it's a difference between doing it from the heart like you would like God does, and the stuff genuinely. It's a,
Mm-hmm.
so I just feel like I'm one of those genuine people. I don't do stuff for people to discuss what I've done. But if you gonna
Right.
be around here talking about me, don't forget mention it.
Yeah, that part.
I got you where you at. And I could have been so much further if I would have done it for me first. I could have
Right.
been had a mansion or two on the hill by now.
Right.
But I've
Right.
invested my time. Don't go talking about my kids because they don't have everything your child have because you forgot to mention that I helped you get there, and you forgot where your help came from.
Wow. Yeah.
That type of thing. It's like a judgmental thing. So my whole point was to like empower people to think about themselves. Go back to the part where you think about self first. Make sure your cup is running over, damn near all the way overflowing before you decide to help people. Because that rent was $700, but you gave that person them $5. Now you got $5 short from having your rent. Are they
Yeah.
gonna offer you a roof over your head for you and yours? Because you
Right.
sacrificed them $5. Now your landlord may not be going, they want them $5. They ain't finna come fix nothing, but they want their rent on time. Are you gonna have that backup? Is that gonna be your plan B? Or are they gonna send you to a shelter? You see what I'm saying? Do that make sense? Am I making sense? They'll rather send you to a shelter with your children and you let them borrow them $5 that made you short of your rent. So my thing is, are you gonna be there for me like I've been there for you when I need you? That
Right.
was the purpose of the topic that
Cuz
I.
I got you cool. Cuz I got you cool. I'm cool. I got you cool.
So sometimes you have to remember to. I had a little keynote. Let me see what did. Empower yourself. Follow your first instincts. Respect your time. You take care of what you have to do first. And if it's
First.
time permits, then you do for other people. I'm speaking for me because I don't do none of that. I'm trying to teach me. You know what I'm saying? I can help somebody else, but I fail to take my own advice. So I'm trying to empower myself as well. So sometimes you have to learn to unlearn how to do things that you've been doing. You have to
That's
shift the
right.
energy.
That's right.
I'm so focused on doing. I need to be on the one on the receiving end sometimes too. You see what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
ma'am. Yep.
then it was express your gratitude. You have to stay focused. And then you have to forget about being perfect all the time. Nobody's perfect. You
Not
know,
one.
I try to be so close to it. So my goal for myself is to motivate by example. So I have to learn to unlearn from doing the things that I'm used to doing. I have to shift gears a little bit. And then my other one was what was it? What was it? Try harder and work smarter and welcome change and to stop overthinking. Like if I don't help them, is what they gonna say about me. At this point, I don't give a damn what nobody say about me because at the same time, my bills still gonna be coming. My kids still a whole different subject for another day. People don't understand what you go through in real life, but you take that time out of your day to try to build them up outside of what you got going on. So
Yeah.
the only thing is they never knew that I was broke for real, but I just made broke look good because I was still helping people while I'm broke.
Yeah.
You see, that's is different. And people don't respect that. It doesn't matter to them how you feeling or what you got going on, long as you are beneficial to them. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I mean about
Big
are
facts. Real
you as
big facts. Big facts.
are you as important to them as they are to you? Do
That
you
part.
put them on a pedestal? Would they put you on a pedestal? Would they do that for you? Would they give you credit? Would they come to something? Would they promote you? Put it like that. Or would they promote somebody else? You doing all this for them, but they not even gonna promote you to help. You the one getting them this money now. But now you got this business started and you wanted them to just add this on Facebook for me. Cause you finna come borrow $20, but you can invest in some stuff that you know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
bad that you got to go outside of the box to get help.
Right.
You are not
Mm.
noticed until it's beneficial. If you come up missing, they ain't gonna notice until they figured out they need somebody to do this paperwork for them. Oh, they
Mm.
can do that, that kind of thing, and that pisses me off to an extent because when are you gonna see me for who I am and not for what I can do for you?
That part.
So it just is different when I say that subject. I had took that to a whole nother direction,
Yeah.
and I had to find the time to break it down to understand why I came up with it. And like I said, it came up from this young man. It came up from this young man that was speaking on it because he gets up every morning and he tried to motivate a little bit, for people to try to start their morning. And that was one of the things that he mentioned. And I
That's
had
cool.
asked him if I could speak on it for the show today. He was like, Yeah, because that's a topic everybody can relate to.
That's what's up.
And that's true. And so, yeah, a lot of people can hit that, several different ways. And like you said, it's like a conversation. There's nothing to be, you don't need no judge to try to, hit the gavel on you. It's just a point of people really go through real life stuff. And they may need other people to turn to when they're the one that everybody turns to all the time. So you still got to find that peace somewhere in there to keep motivating other people. So, anywho, looks like that's our time. And
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the subject. I've enjoyed seeing Big Hank again.
Good to see you
And
too,
I
Christina.
like to thank Miss Moore and Mr. Mo for coming in. And I apologize that Dub Six and Miss Kim wasn't able to join because it was saying you had to add the mic and stuff. And so they was having like a little technical difficulty. So hopefully next week they'll be able to join in and be a part of the show. Um, like I said, it's not a consultation. That's the word, right? It's a
Yep. It's not a confrontation.
confrontation. It's a
Yeah.
conversation. So
Right. Conversation.
until next week, you guys stay blessed, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Peace out.
All righty.
Don't
All
forget
right.
about Thursday. That could came
Uh
Thursday.
I wasn't gonna come Thursday probably. So I'll see you guys Thursday.
Yeah. Tune
Yeah,
in. Tune in and get
all right.
turned on.
Tune in. I think Roy gonna come up with the topic for Thursday though.
All right.
All right, you guys, stay
Mouth.
blessed.